Brew Happy!
We're the longest running beer podcast in the Pacific Northwest. Why wouldn't they be listening to us?
So many different beers!
I got you something really good and really delicious.
Oh my God.
You listen to the Brew Happy show, so do I. Do it.
It's not about the beer. It's about the beer.
Oh yeah, that's Brew Happy.
Hello, I'm the voice of beer, and you are listening to the Brew Happy Show. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. We are joined, as always, by JP the Champion.
There we go. Hey, it's going to be a smoking week.
It is.
It's supposed to be coming up.
Supposed
this
to warm
weekend.
up. We got
There
some
go.
sun today.
How about that?
I'm digging it. And, of course, we got Fitz Magic over here on the tunes.
Hello.
Hey.
What's up?
Not much.
All right.
You know, as musical as you are, you never, sing a song or...
Hello, my baby.
Play an
Hello,
instrument.
my darling. Hello, my good time.
I need-
gal.
That's why.
Okay.
Okay,
Yep.
that's all you
That's
need
the only
to know
songs
there.
I know.
Yeah,
are from
maybe.
before I was born.
We'll just stick to the iPod
Before
DJ
you were born.
thing that you
Oh
do.
my God.
Yeah. We're just...
No, I can sing. That was just a parody of singing.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah. Anyone who
Okay.
actually knows me knows I can sing.
Oh, is this like a in the shower thing?
I used
Because
to
we're not
do-
that intimate.
I used to do musical theater,
Okay.
so I have to carry a tune.
All right. But we brought a bucket for that.
Oh,
Oh.
man, Damian's mic is off. That's weird because his mom's calling him.
Yeah. Again, dude,
Really?
every week I don't know what it is. She always calls.
She must know. She must have known we were talking about her.
Well, yeah,
So-
this is about the time in Florida when she's having her third cocktail of the hour, and she's like, "I'm
she's-
just letting you know that I'm being good, and I'm only having 3 drinks
She's having some
10,
gummies
15.
and getting ready to go to bed.
on a Monday."
Good job.
10:15.
I don't know.
Well, we are
Who knows?
we are in for a wonderful show this evening. We're at one of our favorite locations. It is the laziest of days with beers that are going to your mouth.
Oh yes, it is Lazy Days Brewing is where we're at over here on Flint Street.
Yeah, in Portland, Oregon.
Yes, in North Portland, and we are joined by Jake Elder.
Hey there.
How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good.
He does the magic back there, Elder.
Ah, yes,
Wand,
the Elder,
magic.
the Elder magic
Yes, he is a great wise wizard.
from the years of old.
He needs a beard though. Looks all but 18. I know he's not.
you know, I shaved mine recently,
You
and
should have not done that.
it went over pretty surprisingly well with Bronwyn.
You gotta, shave it again.
It took her.
You got to
oh
keep
yeah?
it off
Yes, keep it off. Not just shave it once.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
every day for the next 20 years.
Ah, I got this. I'm gonna run through a lot of razors. I think that's why I started growing the beard in college.
Electric.
Okay.
They make an
Because you were
electric.
lazy? Is that what you're saying?
Do you
No, I
take, do you
just
take a,
didn't
do
wanna
you
have
take
to
a
buy
razor
more
in your
razors.
face?
Yes.
Like-
no, electric.
Yeah, electric.
I've had them in the past, but they always they always poop out after a while.
No,
I
but
have
you-
very coarse face hair.
I know, but you need you know what I'm talking about? Like the ones that just have like the two ribbed cage thing for just it's just like a
Oh,
a face trimmer, not like a clippers,
Mm-hmm.
like a face trim. It's just like this is the length where I'm at.
Hey, you know
This
what?
is visual for the audience listening.
My birthday's coming up in
Oh,
October.
I'm definitely not gonna buy you one. I'll
Aw,
have Brahman buy you one.
Yeah.
Jake, do you see how
Along
how
with a
he
frontal
treats me?
lobotomy. Good
Oh,
God.
clearly you guys have been working together for a long time.
Too
Too
many.
long.
You
This
see,
is-
this is abuse.
This is what Ryan and I are like on a day-to-day basis.
Oh,
so-
you're Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you have a Ryan too.
All Ryans are equally as magnificent and
look at
special.
that.
That's just like this. Oh, that's great. It must be a Ryan thing then.
Special Ryans.
Yeah, and we call the other ones the Bryans, the B Ryans.
Oh,
'cause
yes.
They would like to, but
Hey,
they
hey,
can't.
hey! I have a brother named Brian.
Yeah, and he's
Is Ryan
not
Reynolds
quite as
the
special
same
as me.
Ryan?
Yeah, that's true. Ryan Reynolds is quite a fucking
Ryan
creature.
Reynolds is like top tier of Ryans,
Yeah.
though.
And then there's the Gosling.
Oh no,
Oh,
no,
my
we don't
God.
need to
And then there's
go
the Seacrest.
with the Gosling.
Yeah.
Oh no. Nobody's sailing with that.
Yeah. Anyway, Jake, let's talk about lazy days and some beautiful beers, and we're all drinking some. What are you drinking?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I am drinking the West Coast IPA that we did for May the 4th. So that was a collaboration with Binary. We had a huge party out in Beaverton over the weekend. It was
Yeah.
a ton of fun.
Yeah. May the 4th be with you.
Oh, and also with you. So this is Rebellions Are
Church.
Built on Hops, the light side of our collaboration. Binary also did a hazy IPA called Haze Leads to the Dark Side. So
Oh, Binary's very good.
And that is what I'm drinking. I am drinking the dark side.
Ah, well.
And it's really good. It's pretty hazy.
it is
I'm
quite
drinking.
hazy.
I'm drinking the English mild.
The mild west.
Let's see.
That is
Yes,
correct.
I think it is.
I didn't have to look because I
The
remembered.
mild West. It is weighing in at only a mere 4.4%.
Yep.
Very sessionable if you're trying to, have a
Keep it easy.
kind of a longer session with the friends hanging out. You're gonna have a longer evening. You kind of want to space things out with the lower
Yes,
ABV
yes,
beers. I don't
yes.
know how long I'm gonna be up to shenanigans with you guys.
I mean, John's going to probably go
Yeah.
play poker after this.
Yeah, Jake. These guys are always trying to
Maybe.
get me into trouble after work.
You're close enough.
Yes, we are.
You're close enough.
Do your coworkers do that? Do they try to pull you into some shenanigans after work?
Oh, all the time.
We're talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
shenanigans during work.
Oh, well, we're doing that right now.
Brian will, I'm sure, walk down and go, Jake, come, you gotta come, yeah. And then he's like, Don, I'm just trying to make the next beer, man. Because that sounds like something I would do.
Yeah, I'm
That's
sure-
pretty much every day around here. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's sure
Can
it
I,
sounds
can I
just
just
like
get,
that.
Can I just get the water in? Can we just get the water temping? Can
We got a sparge.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So,
John's drinking something. He had something, now he's drinking something else. What do
yeah,
you?
yeah. What do we got
Well,
going
I'm
on?
drinking
over
the
there?
IPA that he's drinking over here, but I started with the Scottish Ale
Yes.
on Nitro.
You did.
You went heavy.
No,
which
it's
is what I-
4.3% alcohol.
It's heavy, man.
Yes, but I'm going to probably have that next. 'cause,
Yes, it's so smooth on Nitro too. You could just drink gallons of it.
and it's so rare that you get to have a treat
Yes.
like that on
Scottish
Nitro.
Ale on Nitro, yes.
Yeah.
And at 4.3, so it's just yes.
Jake, what gave
Drink
you
a
the
lot.
the idea to put that Scottish Ale on Nitro?
Oh, so we've been looking at kind of a lineup of sort of English style ales, and so the dark mild was the first one, and
Okay.
then we did the Scottish, and we're just about out of our Irish Goodbye, our stout.
Yeah, I
And
was happy
so-
with that the last time we were here.
And so we figured we'd throw that 70 shilling Scottish on Nitro,
Nice.
and
There you go.
it's got some a little bit of old speckled hen vibes, just a little bit.
Very
I
nice.
agree. Yes.
Well
Yes,
done
I
there,
agree.
lad. Well done indeed.
Oh, well,
Approach to
after
you.
that, yes.
Slanger. There
To
you
the,
go. Look
to
at
the
that.
speckled hen.
It's a speckled.
The hen of speckling.
At least it's not a speckled dick.
Do you know why they called it the speckled hen?
No way.
So, it's named after a particular car at the GM factory. And so this was a test car that would go back and forth across the line. And they drove this little, it was like a golf cart, but it was like a little miniature car. And they'd go up and down the line checking all of the stuff going on the assembly line, right? And as it would go through, when it would go through the paint part of the assembly line, it would get different speckles of color all over it. And so it just had these speckles of all these different colors off on it, and people just started calling it the speckled hen because there were a lot of hunters that worked the GM plant. And so later on when they made the beer, they, in honor of that little car that had gone up and down the assembly line for over 20 years, they made that beer as like I think it might have been a 20-year anniversary beer for GM, like a 10-year. It was an anniversary beer that they made, and they
what year
called
was
it the
this?
speckled hen. I don't know what year, but they you can Google that shit. But they called it the speckled hen in honor of the little cart that used to go up and down the GM assembly line.
Two things.
What?
Visually, the audience who's listening can't see the fact that I gave shifty eyes multiple times to John because he was around when the car industry started, so he would know this story better than anyone.
Oh,
And
No.
he didn't look like he would knowing what the hell you were talking
No,
about.
well, I know this speckled hen's a real bird.
Google it.
Speckled hen is a real bird. Correct.
Yeah.
But,
Go ahead.
But the second part is, if you're going to embellish on a falsity, you should probably stop with the most simplest of, it was a car in a factory, period.
Okay, well, I'm just telling you the story that I heard. I'm relaying the story that I heard, and this is a
Some drunk in a dive bar.
I'm gonna Google this. Yeah, your mic is cutting out because it also wants to remove itself from your falsities.
I've just found a whole bunch of real bird things in beer.
okay.
Fair enough. Anyway,
You know.
We've gone off. Why don't you thank our listeners, and we'll take a quick break.
Okay. Well, thank you, listeners, for catching us wherever podcasts are found. We are available on all the platforms, whether you're listening to us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Google Podcasts, apparently, from what I heard, might not be a thing anymore. So, anyways, if you want to help support the show, we really do appreciate that. It really helps us pay the bar tabs and replace equipment when the things go bad and maintain the sites and all of that stuff. So we do appreciate the money for hosting fees and the like. And if you want to help support us, you can go find us on patreon.com/brewhappy. And for as little as $1, you can help us pay for the little bells and whistles and things that go boom. And for $5 or more, we kind of interact with you a little bit more. And we'll give you little shout outs on the show and send you postcards and little mementos from events and things that we go to. And you're probably going to get invited to a show to maybe even host a show yourself.
Yeah.
That's right. You, too, could host the Brew Happy show. It could happen.
And if you're someone like our very good friend Ryan from Lazy Days,
Oh, yes.
who is a fantastic supporter on Patreon,
If you have a business you'd like to promote on the show, we will tell you that...
we'll come to your business and drink beer.
Yeah, and we will tell all the listeners out there that this show is brought to you in part by Lazy Days Brewing, as well as Paul Cigars, our two main sponsors.
Yeah, by the way,
for the Brew Happy show.
I want to preface this last part that I said.
What's that?
We'll go to your place of business and drink beer if it's a place that serves beer.
Well,
We're not going to just show up and drink in your parking lot.
yes, that's
I wanna
yeah.
make
So
sure
like,
we
if you
just-
own like a car dealership and you're just like, I really love this show.
There's a
'cause
bunch of drunk assholes out here saying they're brew happy.
We're not going to come to your car lot and drink beer in your car
Take
lot.
them away.
I did find that car.
We learned our lesson when we went to Ryan's work.
That's true.
Yeah. Did they get the security camera footage from that? I'd love to use that in a
What are
clip.
you talking about when I was doing cider or at the car dealership?
No. Never mind.
second time.
We'll talk about it after work.
Oh, I did see that. What you saw the car? What about the car?
I found the car. No, why did he say it was that color?
Because it ran through the production facility when they got painted.
Are we
No,
coming
because-
back to the speckled hen again?
No, what happened was when they were parked the car, it was parked underneath where they stored the paint, and the paint would leak down on it at night.
Oh, okay.
Still
It's a little bit
Very
different.
close.
Pretty damn close.
Very close.
Still involved paint, which was good.
Uh-huh.
I was glad that there was some feasible parts of that story.
Well, the story that I heard was probably told through like 5 other different people.
It
but
says it took many years.
Sounds like a
to
bar
get,
story
It
that
took
old man
many
used to
years
get.
to get paint on it, but it was
Yeah,
the speckled hen.
Speckled hen.
Yeah.
we've gone to. This is the name of this episode, by the way.
Yeah. No, it's not.
When was the speckled hen? Though, so killer. 1927.
Whoa!
You're my dad was born.
You said something. I couldn't make a joke now that you said that. You're
All right. Well, Jake, you see what you did? You and your speckled hen beer.
My bad.
We went down the rabbit hole.
It's all good. All right, guys. Well, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have some brew news as well. So we're going to talk to Jake Elder from Lazy Days about some new beers he's going to be making, some new events that are going to be happening, and things that you're going to need to look out for.
Yeah, we might even have some more obscure beer lore.
We might just remove all of this from the show for
No. It's good stuff, man.
It's something.
People need to know about the speckled hen, man.
That's yeah.
All right.
What color's their eggs again?
Speckled, I think.
We're going to find
They
out.
are.
Cheers.
This is your friendly neighborhood Unipiper, and you're listening to the Brew Happy Show.
Are you looking for a fun new hobby? Maybe something creative and fun. New friends and flavor. The Portland Brewers Collective may be the club for you. With no monthly or annual dues and meeting up the third Thursday of every month, right here in Portland, Oregon. Share the creations, the stories, and you might even learn how to make a brew of your own along the way. Just Google Portland Brewers Collective, or check them out on their Facebook page to find out where the next meeting is. Men, women, and other bipedal humans over 21 are cordially invited to check out the next meeting. It might be at a tap room near you. Portland Brewers Collective. Share the adventure.
This is Warren Wills of craftbeerscribe.com, and you're listening to The Brew Happy Show.
John, I need more beer.
Yeah, baby!
Ladies love Brew Happy. How about you?
Yeah. Everybody loves Brew Happy, though, including you, the listener. Thank you for making us the longest-running beer podcast in the Pacific Northwest, going strong for the last, now 12 seasons. We've been having a lot of fun, and we continue to do that for you and for the love of craft beer. So please keep tuning us on, and give us a 5-star rating anytime you find this show is worthy of it.
Leave comments,
should be
too.
every time.
We love to hear comments.
You mean read we don't hear them.
Well, yeah. I mean, I hear them when I read them out loud to myself.
Well, that's different. You can only give yourself so much praise in the mirror before someone says, don't know how much lying you're going to do to yourself there, bud.
Come on. Come on.
You're the most beautiful man in the world.
Come on.
Jesus Christ.
So we got some pretty good stuff going on in the industry this week.
We have lots of stuff going on.
Yeah.
It's about to be 85 here in Portland.
Yeah, we are getting a little bit warmer.
Yeah, we are. Excuse me, I choked on my own spit.
We'll do that.
Speak of good things that are good, let's talk to Jake about Lazy Days beers.
All right.
I see that you did the couple of collabs for the Star Wars Day.
We did, yeah.
Any more collabs coming down the chains that we need to look out for?
Yeah. So next week I'm heading down to Corvallis to do a little collab with Block 15. That'll be part of their alumni club release. So
Corvallis is nice. Have you been down there?
I went to school there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty nice, man. I'll tell you.
A little bit of a homecoming for me.
That's great.
Good.
Wow.
You can come down and show them what you're made of.
Check out the
Make a
old
little beer.
stomping grounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go over to Tree Beards, have a pint.
Yeah.
I love some Tree Beards.
It was great because I was Block 15 was pretty new when I was in school, so it'll be nice to check out what they've done since then.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
When was that?
When was that?
Yeah, you were in school.
Oh, are you
It's
pulling
been
the
at least-
age card? There
Yeah.
he goes.
Is it
There he goes.
Is it it's either 12 or 15 years. They've been around for a
I
little
don't
bit.
know.
So I graduated in 2009, so that was 15.
Yes, I was gonna say they just
started.
had an anniversary that was above 10 years.
Yep.
I think it's 15. I think it's been 15 years because I think they just did their 15th for 15 because they had their block party.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. He was one of the OG Sticky Hands guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sticky Hands is probably their best seller by far.
And not to put
like in the entire compendium of their catalog over the years, it's been probably their best seller. It's not.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that it's like their best beer.
It's just the best seller.
But it is their best seller.
It's their most
But
consistent.
they've got a
IPA.
lot of really great beers.
They
And
do.
if you're an IPA lover like John, that's definitely one of the places you want to check out when you're driving around Oregon.
Yeah. There you go. So you're going to go down there. That sounds really cool. I can't wait to try that beer.
Looking forward to that. And then this coming Saturday, we'll be taking part in the Beer, Coffee, and Donut Fest over at Culmination. So,
Yeah.
So our good friends over at Relevant Coffee hooked us up with some cold brew. We'll be spiking the dark mild with a little bit of cold brew. We'll have that on tap there.
I think that'll probably go over really well.
It's pretty good, and we may have a couple more sixtels lying around. So that coffee, we're calling it Cowboy Coffee. Mild West with coffee.
Well, saddle up there, partner.
So that should be available for a week or so at both of our pubs.
Wow.
Well, I'll take a drink of that if you'll let me have it.
Giddy up.
That's going to sound delicious. We do know of Relevant Coffee over on the other side of the river.
Yeah.
Right next to Irrelevant Beer.
Yeah.
What a coincidence.
Quinn's outfit.
Wow. We still haven't been over there.
We'll get there. I don't think they're open on Mondays.
I'm sure Quinn would let us come by.
Well,
yeah, they're not open 2 days a week.
Right, but bear in mind,
you should probably just talk to him.
Yeah, I will, but
you haven't talked to him
I don't want to encroach on people's day off.
Okay. Well, I'm just trying to help them sell beer. It's fine.
Okay.
Whatever. No big deal. Anyway. That sounds delicious. And, by the way, for those of you listening, this coming Saturday, I think it starts at 10 and goes to 2.
What does?
The 13 beers, 13 donuts, 13 coffees.
Oh, yes.
Over at Culmination, the Baker's Dozen, or whatever
that
it's
is
called.
going down.
Is that what it's called?
It's going to be delicious.
Yes, that's the Baker's Dozen
yeah,
Fest.
Yeah.
That's,
if anything, just go get yourself some donut, but also you want to pair it with some delicious coffee/beers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why not?
So I'm going to go.
Ryan Finn, our Patreon member, is going to be there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right on.
It's a fantastic time over there with Ryan Finn.
We'll have to have a good
You'll see
good
him.
beers. Some good beers together.
You'll see him if you show up.
I will. Wait, you said Saturday, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, Saturday.
You work Saturday.
No.
What?
Uh-oh.
No, I don't.
You don't work anymore?
No.
What?
We can move on to the next topic.
You want to tell us a story?
No.
I was wondering when I saw you were going to places on Saturday, this last Saturday, you went to May the 4th stuff.
Yeah.
And I kept going like, how can he do that?
Well, we're going to get into that here in a little bit.
No, we don't need to.
No. Not that part. The
Oh,
other
the May the
part.
4th, yeah.
May the
yeah.
4th.
I had a great time at Imperial.
Yeah, you did a lot of May the 4th stuff.
We'll
I
get
did.
into
I did a whole run.
Hell, I worked till 6 on May the 4th.
Oh, I'm sorry,
I
man.
know.
Don't worry. I had a beer for you.
Jake's still here. Let's talk to Jake.
Okay.
Anyway, so we're going to do that. And then any other beers that we need to look forward to? Summertime's right on the corner.
Yeah.
Where's the Kolsch's, man?
We don't have a Kolsch. We just released an American Light Lager. We're calling that Shifty Light. So if you had the Interlude at some point,
yes, early on, yep.
That's kind of morphed into Shifty Light.
I've been known to have an interlude or two.
And then we've got a Japanese rice lager coming up here pretty quick. So look for that probably early June.
That's a good summer beer.
And then our Czech Pilsner Vesna went so fast that it's actually out, and we have a second batch that should be tapping here in about a week or so. So we're looking forward to that.
Let's talk about your Helles right now. That's a new one as well.
Yes. So we've got the Heiser Helles. It's been a really popular beer. We've done about 45 barrels of it in the last 2.5 months.
Wow,
so
nice.
So that'll be good. We're gonna package that in some 12-ounce cans here pretty soon.
Sweet.
It's in 16s now, but there's a pretty big demand for it in the 12s. So we'll be shifting the packaging format.
Right on. Yeah. Why not? That's really cool. And any events that we should know about because you have 2 fantastic locations with lots of beer, lots of fun things happening.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have an event coming up. If you're a D&D fan, we've got the Dungeons and Flagons guys coming in. I believe a week from today. Although I'd have to double check on that.
Dungeons and Flagons. Hold on, I gotta
So
text
that's,
my Dungeons
your
and
social
Dragons.
medias, yeah.
I gotta text my group.
So that should be a quick one-off campaign if you want to come by for that. It comes with, I believe, 2 drinks and a main, like a meal. So you get a meal and a lead one-shot D&D campaign. So it should be a good fun Monday.
Is that here at Beaverton?
That's here at Portland. Yeah.
Awesome. Nice. Yeah, we'll check the social medias on that date and time.
Yeah,
But that does sound like fun.
I should have done my research.
It's okay. You got us the info. Well, now the listener will go forward and do their own work.
It's called Google.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Instagram.
Everything's
Facebook.
everything's Googleable.
Everything's on Google. Very cool, my friend. Any other news you want to talk about while we have you before you have to jet?
Nothing big that I can talk about right now.
Oh, there are secret things happening.
With any luck, there should be some fun places you'll find our beer over the summer. So,
right.
we'll be a little bit more public about that once we finalize some things.
Some
but-
more off-premise stuff going on.
If you,
I like that.
If you're maybe a baseball fan, there might be some of our brews at some baseball games.
Providence Park. Okay. We're not gonna.
No.
We're not gonna infer anything.
We're not gonna guess.
Or
We're just gonna
insinuate.
we're gonna wait and watch. I will say, you guys are up and running full time here, and your signage is up. It looks beautiful.
Oh, it does. It looks great.
Thank you.
The garage door is just, I can hear it rattling, wanting to open up. Let people in. Let me in.
It will be open
It
this
will.
week.
Yeah. It's
Very
not.
soon.
It's just a little nipply out there right now, but.
Right now, yeah. Well,
But
it's also been
it's
raining all
yeah,
day.
it's gonna warm up. Yeah, it's the
Only
weather
for like,
today.
Only for like 3 days, 4 days, and then it's supposed to go back down into the 60s.
Damian's
the
wearing a stocking hat right now.
He always is, though.
It's a took.
You know what he does?
A beanie hat.
I'm gonna took you out back. He always wears a hat because it keeps his hair tied up.
Yeah, it just keeps the hair from getting into my headphones.
Which is why I keep urging him to just cut it.
no.
He should go with the John Paul style.
I
He
don't know.
wouldn't look as much Portland as he does
I
now.
don't know. That's not really the point. I've had hair. I've
Well,
had,
we're in Las Vegas.
Oh my God!
Me and,
I've
me
had
and
this hair
Ryan,
longer-
They think we from L.A. or something
I've had
like
this
that.
hair
We have
since
We
Florida.
all know where he was from.
we have shorts on. We have
yeah, we
short
have
sleeve shirts.
regular shorts, not the shorts that go below the knee.
We have shorts. We have our sneakers on, and all the days we were there. Here comes Damian. He's in his long
Oh, my
pants.
God.
He's in his beer monger's black long sleeve zip up hoodie.
I was fine.
And he's like, I'm here. And we're like,
was a dry
yeah,
heat.
from Portland.
I get
Wearing
it.
a
No, it's
t-shirt
Portland.
underneath, like.
Yeah, well, that's why we were in
He gave
shorts.
us away as tourists.
Yeah, we had
Damn
to
it.
distance ourselves from you. We were getting all the good stuff. You were like, oh, there's another Portland guy coming.
Oh,
in.
I thought you farted and you were being considerate.
Oh, no. We just didn't want to be seen with you.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm gonna go with my version of the story.
But you did stick out like a sore thumb. Everybody else was in.
Because we go to all the local stuff in Vegas.
I don't care.
Not the tourist stuff.
Oh,
know-
yeah, you got to go off strip.
Right,
and,
off strip
and
and
do all
stuff.
the fun stuff.
And so we look like we live in the neighborhood.
Dude, for like the first 3 years I lived here in Portland, people knew I was from Florida.
He don't.
It's fair.
So,
He dressed wrong and everything.
Hey, I am who I am. I dress the way I dress.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Just like you live in Portland. Oh, wait, we don't live in Portland.
We don't.
We
no,
don't.
you guys are Vancouverians or Washingtonians. Washingtonians.
I mean, to be fair, it's all the same.
Is it?
It kind of is.
It's the same region, yes.
The Cascadia.
Cascadia region, yes.
No, not really.
Although I will say the east side of both states are pretty different from where we are at.
The government in each state's very different, too.
Yeah, I don't live in Oregon for a reason.
Yes, there's a good reason why I don't live in Oregon.
There's a good reason you're not going to be working in Oregon for
You
very
better
soon.
believe it, dude. You better believe it.
Oh, wait. What's going on with Paul
I'm
Cigars?
escaping.
That's right. You aren't you moving one of your stores?
I am.
The Beaverton store?
No.
No?
The Jansen Beach.
The
Beaverton's
Jansen Beach
fine.
store.
Beaverton's the suburbs.
Yeah.
Beaverton is fine.
Beaverton, yeah.
He's just
right?
he's just-
Beaverton is fine.
I lived out in Aloha for years.
Exactly.
yeah. It's not bad. It's Jansen Beach.
Jansen Beach.
Hmm.
They
But
should
we-
just condemn that island and
Yeah.
nuke it.
We have
Aw.
like 70% vacancy rate on the island.
Just let it return to the wild.
Yeah, 100%.
And
Na-
you know,
natural
bridge, when they
preserve.
build the bridge is not going to have an exit there
No, that's correct.
because it's going to be too high.
You have to go down and then
You
go
have to go
across
down
on
and
another
back
man bridge.
another
yeah.
bridge. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's all fucked up.
That's not going to be complicated at all.
No. Yeah.
You know what it'll be? a more reason to not go to Jansen Beach.
Wow. We're going to build a new bridge, but it's not even going to touch.
You know what? That's what you do is you sell off the island to the.
I don't have any. I don't own the island.
No, not you. I'm saying the
yeah,
state
he's not like a land baron.
Sells out the island, buys it all out, and then that's where all the homeless. We send all the homeless there. All of them.
You guys.
All of them. And then we just don't let them come
because
back.
they're closer to the recycling from the state of Washington.
Yeah.
Is that what you're telling me?
Do we need to pick on the less fortunate?
No, I agree.
It's not necessary.
No, it's not.
That's a good idea.
It's not classy. What is classy is beer.
I'll let you cut that out.
There you go.
Thanks,
there we go.
Thanks.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea. But I will say it's going to be impossible to get to Jansen Beach.
Well, we don't know that yet.
No, I've seen the plans.
Okay, you've seen the plans. You went to the
Yes,
boardroom.
I have too, actually.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
online.
They're online.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, you guys are like
You know what's
really
so
on
weird?
this
Do you know
stuff.
why? We
It's
live in
not-
Washington.
yeah.
It affects us very majorly.
Yeah, sort of a lot.
Okay.
It's not like the people on Jansen Beach. They don't live there. They
Mm-hmm.
work there.
Yeah.
And how does this impact us as far as beer is concerned?
How fast am I going to get over?
There we go. Now we're bringing it back.
And how far we may have to stay more local.
Oh, am I not going to see you guys?
While they're building.
Probably not.
Is
yeah.
it going to break up the band?
Yeah, you're going to have to go 205 for a while.
Come on, guys. Does that mean I'm going to have to move to Vancouver
It's probably in your
to
best
hang out with
interest.
my friends?
I don't know. You know,
There's good beer in Vancouver.
I see new people
Jake,
all
what-
the
what-
time.
Jake, are you hearing this?
Yeah, Jake knows. Jake, what's some good beer in Vancouver you've
Wait,
had recently?
I think he's getting ready to open a branch in Vancouver.
That's not true.
No,
That would be
I
the
mean, the irrelevant
suburbs.
guys are always making good beer.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Erroneously named.
Well, it's because relevant coffee is next to them, and they're like it's adjunct.
Yes, I get the joke. I appreciate the joke too.
Do you?
I love wordplay. You know
That's
it.
fair.
You know it. I'm all about the puns.
Let's talk about your beer weekend because you did some Star Wars,
yes.
some casking.
Yes, I did. So I did a 4-stop weekend for May the 4th. Now my first stop was after I was done doing plants over there at level 3. And so right when they were open, I was able to, have a beer right away, and it was, it was pretty delicious. I'm going to look up right now which friggin' beer that was.
Where the
It
hell
was on
it
my
was.
Instagram. It was on my Instagram post. I know where it was. I just said level. But I just don't remember exactly
Oh, I
which
want to
one
tell
it
you, I
was.
did go get the beta 35.5.
What?
So the Fort George puts out the beta of the 3-way,
Yeah.
and they put out 5 different versions.
Yeah.
And Warren was telling me when I was at, he was saying like,
Warren Wills of the Warren Report.
Warren Wills, he says at Mayfly, they had the 0.5 beta. What? I went over the next day. That wasn't very good. Because I've had people tell me they didn't like some of the other ones.
Interesting.
Okay,
It's
so
8%.
Interesting.
So at Level Beer, I had the You're My Only Hop West Coast IPA, and I got to try a little bit of the Trappist. It's a Trappist that they just got done releasing. So that was delicious.
Thanks for accurately saying the name.
Yeah, it's a trap. Yeah, and then so I went a little off.
You gotta
Off.
get more jowls, by the way.
I know.
It's a trap.
Well, maybe when I'm older.
That's a trap.
I'm not in any hurry to get jowls. Jake, are you?
I guess
You can
not.
pretend.
No.
Anyway.
All right. My second stop for May 4th was to get some cask ale action over there at Beer Mongers because, I got to go. I have me some Beer Mongers just about any
They
time
got
I
the
go
cask
out.
pass.
Go down there to Southeast. And we did. We talked about the cask pass this past week.
Yep.
On the last show, and they actually had a really great turnout. I'm really glad I got there as early as I
Well,
did.
and our good friend Tim Ensign from Steeplejack was over there.
He was. Him and his wife Jana were sitting right next to me. Great conversation.
Good job.
And then I rolled over because I needed a little bit of food in me, so I decided to go over there to Crux, and I didn't know if they were actually doing anything for May the 4th.
Of course they were.
But so they were not but they were impressed that I tied in the Bochi Bochi Rice Lager into May the 4th because, come on, Ryan, really? Because Uncle Owen
It's not about me. It's about the
C3
listens.
Uncle Owen asks C3PO if he knows how to speak Bocce.
Yes.
And so we can tie that in, technically. And then my last stop, which I didn't do an Instagram post about, was at Imperial, which was the whole point. But I didn't do a post because by the time I got to Imperial, my phone had gone dead.
And you were drunk.
And I was a little inebriated.
I was going to say, when you said rolled over, was that metaphorically or physically?
No, guys.
Did you have Java Hop?
Maybe a
Did you
little
have
both.
Java the Hop?
I did not have Java.
Oh,
You're muted.
Oh, my
that
God.
was a very interesting coffee hazy.
He's muted. No.
It was a coffee hazy.
Really? You're
No.
excommunicating me over not having Java the Hop?
By the way, one of the ones that I always like to have
So unforgiving.
for May the 4th is the Lando Hoprizian.
Oh, yes, that was there.
It's fantastic.
It was good.
It's fantastic beer. There's a bunch that happen every year. I know Lewitt does another one as well that is like a Millennium Falcon one, and I cannot remember the name of it. And they're gonna shun me from not knowing. But there's I love the. By the way, Great Notion. Did you see the lineup of beers they did?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It was ridiculous.
And you should have every one of them. Go to Great Notion and have those Star Wars beers. The
Yes.
one with the Emperor Palpatine bear on it was this killer.
It's palpable.
It's palpable. Do it.
So yeah. Anyways, I had a great day for May the 4th, and I was gonna try to do a May the 5th and do 5 locations, and then
that's
but-
Cinco de Mayo.
But I know, but I don't have anything really.
The days go May the 4th.
Uh-huh.
Then it's Cinco de Mayo because we're not going to stomp on
Well,
someone
that's
else's.
a lot of partying.
Yeah, and then we're not going to stomp on someone else's traditions, and then it's Revenge of the 6th.
What? Really?
I can't do 6
Really?
locations.
You don't know that?
I can't do 6
not. I
locations.
don't know
I'm not asking you to do 6
barely
locations.
any of
You
these
didn't have to do 4 locations. You just had to drink
6?
Star Wars beer, which is what also I did on Monday.
Which I did,
which
yeah.
is today.
Success.
I went out and got Star Wars beer so I could have it today.
Where is it?
Really?
I drank it
Oh,
at home
so it's in your
Because
belly.
he didn't work today.
while I watched Star Wars,
Ah,
the good ones.
Yes,
Really?
we watched Star Wars as well. So it was-
You watched episode 4?
no, actually,
someone else watched
We
episode
watched Tales of the Empire, which I didn't even know.
All right.
I didn't even know
guess
those were out.
Just muting you again. How dare you, sir? Why? What do
Dude, Tales of the Empire was freaking off the hook. That was some really cool stuff about Barasafi.
Oh, I was watching that literally right before I came over here.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
See, Jake gets it.
I also watched it, but not on the day. I watched Star Wars on the day. By
Yeah.
the way, for those of you who are listening and are big fans of the Clone Wars era,
Yes.
something has happened
Oh, yeah? Is
With-
it? Are you talking about Bad Batch?
with Bad Batch second season.
Yes.
We are now at the point of storytelling of canon.
Please don't tell me you're going to do a spoiler.
No. Well, yes.
No? What?
I mean, yeah.
Oh, boy. Here it comes.
Does Jake know?
I don't know.
I think
Have
I'm
you
up.
finished Bad Batch season 2?
Ooh, I think I have 1 episode to go.
Ah.
I won't. It's not going to be a spoiler because you're pretty. But there is no more Clone Wars content.
After this,
After
yes.
this.
Yes.
Oh,
There's-
yeah.
Correct.
Because this is when you watch but this is it,
This is it. Yeah.
and it's quite.
In the timeline, the last time you
Yeah.
essentially see one is, in Obi-Wan, where he gives change to the
yeah, it's
old 501st guy.
It's definitely a weird thing because a lot of us who grew up with that animated series and it being canon,
They
as
did
it-
a
it- oh,
fantastic
they did a
job.
fantastic job.
Yeah.
And especially the way they wrote in the same storylines for the Obi-Wan and Ahsoka series on Disney Plus was fantastic. But there's no other stories now at this point for
Yeah.
the Clone War era.
It did always confuse me why they were aired and continue to be released in the wrong order.
Oh, I don't know.
So that's a little
Don't ask
confusing to
me.
me, having to jump back and forth in the menu. But I don't know. It's become kind of a game for me now, all the hunting.
Good luck with that.
So it's It's cool.
Jake, thoughts?
I did the entire Clone Wars in chronological order.
Well, you have to.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was
I mean,
great.
it's a big undertaking.
Yeah, it was great. Bad Batch is next.
There you go.
Yeah, you should.
I mean, I've seen Bad Batch all up to season 1, but I hadn't seen it.
Yeah.
I'm still convincing people to go back and watch Rebels because it's
so good.
Rebels
probably
is so good.
It's some of the best stuff they've put out in
Yes.
years, and
Yes.
everybody slept on it.
Rebels was great. Yes, people did sleep on it. What are you doing, guys? Sit down, have a nice Lazy Days beers, enjoy Star Wars.
Enjoy Star Wars.
Get some Ahsoka action.
I will say,
little Mandalorian.
Everything. I was gonna say Mando is probably
It's pretty solid.
I'm not gonna shun the Book of Boba Fett. It wasn't what I really wanted, but it was still fun.
It was great that
but
they did it.
It was nice to lead into Mando season 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
But not the point. Anyway, we've digressed quite a bit, and now we're Star Wars talk. Come back where we take the head off of Jawa, and we're
Hey, leave the Jawas alone.
we're gonna find out how many arms C-3PO can actually lose in one sitting.
Yeah, just 2.
By the way, nuh-uh.
In one sitting, he's only got the 2.
I know, but how many times does he lose that one arm?
Oh.
We'll find out after this commercial break.
You mean throughout the entire series?
Uh-huh.
3 times.
Yeah. Which is funny because you forget about the second time.
Yes.
But he lost his fucking arm.
Yeah.
My God. Anyway, we're gonna go. We're gonna take a break.
Are we doing a break?
Yeah, we're gonna take a little break.
We're going to come back in the Brew News?
You need more beer.
I do need more beer.
John needs more beer.
Uh-huh.
Jake might leave.
Oh.
It's possible.
We're
All
gonna
right.
find out.
Jake?
This and any other
Thanks for
tales
backing me up
from
there.
from Tatooine will be found out after we come back with our special friends in the Bruniverse.
All right.
There you go.
I'm gonna get a force-filled glass of delicious beer.
May the Force be with you.
Yes, yes.
Use the Force, Luke.
And be with you.
Oh. These aren't the joints you're looking for.
Yes, they are. These are the beers you're looking for.
Shoot first, ask questions later.
Han shot first.
Here, give me half your beer.
What?
Give me half your beer.
Hey everybody, this is Charlie Goldman from Second Profession Brewing, and you've been listening to the Brew Happy Show.
I'm John Paul from Paul Cigars. Everyone knows I think craft beer is awesome, but so is my huge selection of cigars. You can get all your favorite tobacco products at any one of my conveniently placed locations in Beaverton, East Vancouver, and my headquarters store on Jansen Beach. Our wide selection and helpful staff will make your visit so very satisfying. You might even want to have a beer to celebrate. So come on in and check us out. For more information, contact us at paulcigars.net.
Hi, this is the Green Goddess of Portland, here to bring interior wilding to your space. Offering local consultations, weekly plant care, pest solutions, rare plant curation and sales. This houseplant hobby has cultivated a worthy collection backed by knowledge and experience. And now I want to help you make your business beautiful. Contact Bronwyn, the Green Goddess, at greengoddessbotanic@gmail.com and Green Goddess Botanic on Instagram.
This is Alan Sprentz from Hair of the Dog Brewing Company, and you're listening to the Brew Happy Show.
Mom and Dad!
Smoke it, smoke it, smoke it. Oh my God.
Oh, Welcome back. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning us on and tuning us in and whatever you're doing with us. We're here for you. We're drinking beer for you. You should come drink beer with us. What the hell's wrong with you? Come on down. Lazy Days. 2 locations. Beautiful beer. Lots to have. Lots of food. By the way, the kitchen here, Jake, and you can attest to this because I'm sure you get yourself some snacks from the kitchen on occasion. But the double fried French fries.
They're incredible.
They are some of the best French fries.
Why do you double fry them? What happens?
Extra crispy.
Extra crispy.
By the way, I will ask that you I implore you to employ a new menu item that we're going to steal from Abel Baker in Las Vegas, and that is the pretzel bites.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
So you make a pretzel,
yep.
you cut them into little chunks, and then you fry those.
Then you fry them.
Okay.
You bake the pretzel first, cut them, and then fry them.
And then you fry that little piece of.
And they're little chunks.
And the outside crispy, the inside still nice and soft.
I got a pretzel guy
Nice.
if you're interested.
So
Rob's Pretzels.
We do some pretty great pretzels out of Beaverton. So if I just go grab their recipe, bring it over here.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, you're already hooked up.
And then I think the beer cheese sauce you had wasn't necessarily.
Well, it's just beer cheese sauce.
It's beer cheese sauce, you know.
But it had like pimentos in it or something. It was a little something more zhuzhy. There was a little something else going on there. It was zhuzhy.
I mean, personally, I
I
used to use fresh ground coriander in mine.
Frankincense and myrrh? What?
No, coriander.
I know.
Really good.
Okay.
I don't know about coriander. You know what I've been making last 2 batches?
It's good with curry, but I don't know. That's about it.
Oh well, hang on. We've got. I should have mentioned this. We have.
Well, it's good in beer too.
We have a wit coming out probably later this week.
A white beer?
Yep, a wit beer. Pomelo and toasted coriander.
What?
Oh, okay.
And
so
I hand zested all those pomelos, so
I'm
it's
sure you're fucking angry about that.
Well, I hope you didn't have to grind the
God
coriander
damn
because that'll mess up your knuckles
So
too.
when does that tap, and when can we get a Zwickle?
I am hoping it taps this Friday, and right before I leave, I'll go grab you guys a little taste.
Oh, that's so nice of you! Wow.
Let's talk
Thanks,
about the beer
Jake.
you have real quick.
I had to go with that Scottish ale that JP had earlier when I got
That's
here.
pretty good. That's a nice smoother one, isn't it?
It's delicious. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's called Since Yesterday. It's a 70 shilling Scottish export on nitro, and it is delicious.
Oh yes, that is a fact.
Especially in nitro, it makes it really.
Is that a shift beer for you?
That is usually one of my go-to shift beers. Yeah.
Because it's also 4.3% alcohol.
Yeah, but the thing about it is because of the body of it, the texture-wise, you're I'm just gonna melt for a minute.
Well, it's another good poker beer. They think
There
you're
you go,
drinking
yeah.
the stout or something. They don't know what the
Yeah.
hell.
Yeah, there you go. I like it. Well, good stuff. Let's do the news. Brought to you by newschoolbeer.com and brewpublic.com. We have the news.
That's where we get all the
of
haps on the hops.
brews coming down your avenue.
Yeah.
Cool. Cold Fire Brewing partners with Block 15. Hey, there you go.
There we go.
And their distribution. Another company has stepped into partnering with Eugene's beautiful Cold Fire now with Block 15 distribution. So this is a great opportunity for Cold Fire to get their beer out, and they're always making really great beer. I think they have won some awards recently for their beer. I think
World
at
Beer
OB,
Cup.
I thought it was OBAs as well.
Yeah.
Both, I believe. But yes, at World Beer Cup they won, I think, a silver. I have to go back and look.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you can get more of their beer at a larger distance. So look for Cold Fire wherever Block 15 distributes to.
We're always doing stuff.
all over
Good
the place.
stuff too, you know.
Big shout out to our friends over at Gigantic. We do love some Ben.
They have been in the news quite a bit recently because.
Yes.
Because of what?
Do you have something different from me?
No, I'm I know what you're about to
Setting you
say.
You can't be just
I'm
in the
setting
news
you
for
up.
something. Yeah, their 12th year anniversary.
Jesus Christ!
I thought it was
dude.
going to be something different.
No, I'm setting you. I was trying to set
They've
you
been
up.
in the news for something else. And then what I'm going to say.
gave you a drum roll.
I thought you were going to say something else.
No.
Yeah, they're in the news because they just celebrated 12 years.
Yes.
Yes. And in a big, gigantic way, they've made a lot of delicious beers.
In a big way.
In a big way.
Pretty not just big, but gigantic.
Yeah, thank you.
Uh-huh.
The first highlight of the celebration was the re-release of High Fidelity IPA, which also happens to be the 12th seasonal beer ever made by Gigantic. The citrusy and floral IPA featuring Simcoe and Mount Hood hops atop a base of bready Northwest Pale Ale malt is one of the brewery's favorite beers. High Fidelity IPA will be available on tap in limited release custom cans, which, by the way, if you haven't seen the can art, it's quite pretty.
Is that a tribute?
That looks nice.
Is that a tribute to REO Speedwagon?
They always do a good job
You
on
know
the
what?
can art.
It very well could be.
Yeah. Their can art people are great.
They
Well,
are.
that's their greatest selling album ever.
Yeah.
High Infidelity.
That's you know what? This is true. The weekend was this is true. The weekend was spent with live music and delicious food by Nacho PDX, which is a nacho cart decorated with a beautiful unicorn on the side.
Is it the nacho cart over at level 3?
No.
This is Gigantic.
Oh.
It's a different cart.
That's so weird.
It's like nacho, like NACHEAUX.
Oh,
A
okay.
French version, Nacho.
Nacho.
Nacho. 10 Barrel Brewing expands its pub beer lineup with Pub Cerveza. 10 Barrel, which is just off the heels of a great World Beer Cup, is throwing down the Mexican-style lager now available in 12-ounce bottles across the Pacific Northwest. Pub Cerveza delivers a new way to celebrate cheap fun, quotes, with 10 Barrel Brewing. The new Mexican-style lager is refreshing, easy drinking, and accomplishes your day of shenanigans quite nicely. It's 4.6%, retails at 16.99 cents per 12-pack, and Pub Cerveza is going to be the great beer to add to your summer cooler. So if you are a fan of those cervezas, like some people are,
I am.
I know there's a specific brand, but I'm not going to name it. But this will be the one to maybe do a one-up on it. So Pub Cerveza.
Okay.
Because they also have pub beer. but
Yes.
This is different.
And pub ice.
They do. Have you tried the pub ice?
Yes.
Just say they're giving 10 Barrel a run for their money.
This is 10 Barrel.
Yeah.
10 Barrel's giving them a run for their money.
That's what I meant. Vice versa.
Corona. Anyway, so what did you think of the pub ice? Did you try all of them or just one?
Just the one, and it felt a little nostalgic.
Yeah.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah.
It did. I think you and I are of the same time frame where we were at parties drinking horribly made ice products and
Oh, God. I remember that phase.
yeah.
Everybody was into ice this and ice that.
Smirnoff. Anyway, so
yeah. That was a big thing.
that was a big thing back
yeah.
in 2000.
Florida was loving that.
10. Yeah, it's surprising how good it is.
Yeah.
I didn't want it when I first read the news about it. I was like, this is gonna be fucking horrible. Why? And it's not, and it's really good. And props to Tanya or whoever over at the
People like a tasty beverage, and if it's good, it's good.
Prost to Tanya.
Yeah.
I don't know who did it. Or indeed somebody did it somewhere.
And
so
they did a good job.
They did do a good job.
Props.
But now you can get Pub Cerveza. Go get it. Have a nice summer. Drink a beer. Come on. Look at you made me do. The Great Canadian Beer Festival celebrates 30 years of beer coming this September, the 6th and the 7th. And they're going to be at the Royal Athletic Park. If you guys know where that's at in British Columbia.
In Vancouver, BC.
That's right. That's correct.
Yeah.
The beer festival was launched in 1993 and has been held annually annually since then, except for 2020 and 2021 due to the pandemic, obviously.
I have been to that like twice.
Have you really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Why haven't you reported on it before?
Because it's been a long time.
That's fair enough.
It's before your time, Ryan.
For the 30th edition, the 2024 GCBF will take place Friday, September 6th from 4 to 9 and Saturday from September 7th from noon to 5. Tickets for this popular event will go on sale in June. We'll keep you abreast of that situation. But it should be a lot of fun and should be a lot of delicious beers celebrating 30 years of the Great Canadian Beer Festival.
That's
what was the name of that park again?
Royal Athletic Park
Ah.
in British Columbia.
Yeah, that's okay.
In the only slightly better known Vancouver.
Yes. Portland Cider Company receives Best in Class trophy.
Ooh, I have the pictures.
You do?
Oh, hell, I was there at 2022.
Look at that. He was there literally 2 years ago.
For 2 years ago, September 9th, 2022, for the beer festival.
There you go.
Look at that. Is that crazy? And I don't even have any clue remembering
don't
that
even
one
remember
at all.
Yeah, Portland Cider Company receives Best in Class trophy at International Cider Awards. Darren Davenport with Portland Cider Company, original gold trophy from its 2024 International Brewing and Cider Awards is seen here in this picture from brewpublic.com. It was held this last week in Manchester and London, United Kingdom. And this is the first time in the competition's 136-year history that a U.S. cidery has been awarded the trophy. So big pros and big props to Portland Cider Company. They've been just killing it lately. If you haven't seen some of the news we've been reporting on about Portland Cider Company in the last few months, they are doing a fantastic job. And we just love not only cider, but we love Portland Cider as well, as in addition to the wins from Portland Cider Company. Both Two Towns Cider House and Bauman's also took home some awards.
Oh.
Dave Tuckish and Christine Walter were also in attendance there. Dave Tuckish. So congratulations to those companies as well. Hopefully we're going to get over to Bauman's new Portland location soon.
Mm-hmm.
I would love that.
We actually have a interview with Dave Takish on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Great guy. Very knowledgeable.
Yeah. And over the weekend, although the celebration is over, you can still head over to the Chuckanut Peanut location here in Portland.
Chuck to the nut.
Where this last weekend they had Street Doggos food truck serving up Serona-style hot dogs, tacos, nachos, and other great Mexican street treats. But they also had their Chuckanut Mexican-style lager, which I'm sure is still on draft.
Yeah.
4.3%, a perfect accompaniment to any Mexican street food or just refreshing on its own.
Okay.
Reminding you of the visions of sunshine and warmth, even in the rain.
There you go.
Head on over to Chuckanut Peanut location, get yourself some of that beautiful Mexican lager, and tell them Brew Happy sent you.
Please do. Yeah.
Do it.
They'd really appreciate that.
And that's the news brought to you by newschoolbeer.com and brewpublic.com.
Oh.
And Jake has...
What did you bring us?
Coriander beer.
He's wickled us in.
Yep.
It's too bad your name's not Rick.
Getting a little taste of our whip beer.
Rick.
Yeah, we do know a guy named Rick, and we call him Zwickle Rick.
Oh, what a great name.
And he actually works over at Threshold.
Now, yeah.
He used to work at Level 1. Okay, this is the coriander and what one?
Coriander and pomelo. Still working on a name.
That's fragrant.
The nose.
It's very botanical.
And it's a wit?
Yeah, it's a wit.
Yep.
Let's talk
So that's a German beer.
More of a Belgian. German would be like...
It's got more of a Belgian. Okay, got it. Okay.
Okay. Hold on. Wow.
Brussels surprise.
No one will drink that beer. It tastes like Brussels sprouts. My mom made me eat those. I hate those fucking things.
Oh, okay. You got a point there.
I used to hate Brussels sprouts too, but I came around.
I agree with that.
You know, Brussels sprouts changed in the last 20 years. They bred the bitterness out of them.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yep.
That's why you see them everywhere now.
By the way, I love oven roasted Brussels sprouts.
And also cauliflower lately is like in the last year or two, like everything's got cauliflower everywhere.
Well, that's because it's a good substitute for
for chicken, for stuff.
Can I tell you something, by the way, is I have a recipe for Brussels sprout salad. You shave them down so they're not whole. Oh, it's actually delicious with cranberries and feta. It's so good. Anyway, not the point. Let's talk about this beer. This is fantastic, Jake.
Yeah.
I'm tasting it so I can help you name it.
Yeah. If you have any good ideas, bring it on. We have kind of a thing where we don't name the beers usually until the day they tap, and then I crunch for a couple, 15, 20 minutes.
For some reason, the name Angelica comes to mind from Rugrats.
From Rugrats.
I don't know why.
I wouldn't have said
Deep
the
cut.
Rugrats part. The Angelica part was working really well. Then you came to the Rugrats, and it killed the name.
Okay.
Well,
Just saying.
no pressure on a name. We'll come up with something.
They will. It won't be us anyway.
I would say at our wits' end, but that that's just a play on words.
I think they've done that one.
Have they?
I think it's
I
been
think
done.
everyone's done it.
I think it's been done.
Yeah. I would say this is almost like a passing of the torch because it's light enough from the spring going into summer standpoint, but it's also a wit beer is necessarily more heavier. So you would think coming out of the doom and gloom.
Boy, it is a
You know,
good summer beer.
Kind of like a sunshine's on the way kind of a beer because it's bright. It does have a lot of floral and citrusy notes.
It's a good summer beer.
How about
It's
Wit
a
Snack?
great- I was really hoping that this would be ready for May the 4th. We wanted to call it That's No Blue Moon.
Oh,
I love that. That's great.
that could work.
That's no moon.
That's no moon. I have
It's
I
a
have
crap.
no idea what any of these reference mean.
It is good though. It is really good.
JP,
I saw Star Wars once, the first one, and that was it. And I don't really
that
care.
was the summer right before I was born.
Well, what
Call
can I
it,
say?
Call it space base. That's really good.
I've been watching the NBA ever since.
I'm gonna give you one of those because that's damn good.
Ooh,
You get
yeah.
a pro spell. That's really good. I'm gonna
is
come
good.
in and drink all of that.
Well, it should be tapping this Friday, so whatever name we land on, look for it
There
at
you go.
both
Okay.
Lazy Days locations.
Tell Ryan. You tell fucking Ryan. I said. You make an Instagram post. Otherwise, I won't know until I get here. And if I know what it is before I get here, then I'll definitely come and get
Oh,
I'll let him know.
okay.
it. New wit beer.
New Wit Beer.
Just call it new wit beer.
I mean, all the other good names are taken. Might as
Yeah,
well
why
just
not?
call it what it is.
Well, it works.
Yeah. Call it Children of Endor.
Or Whitsicle.
Whitsicle. You fuck shut
Like
up.
whimsical, but Whitsicle.
No.
No?
I do like the Star Wars take, especially since you had planned on it.
Yeah. I like that. I do like
Yeah,
that.
it's good stuff.
Maybe you could still go with that.
You could.
Yeah.
The only people who are going to know are us and our listeners. And
Like,
some of them
sure,
are in
it
Russia.
came
They're
out.
like, we're not coming there for that
mean,
beer. Yeah,
It's Revenge of the 6th right now.
it is
so
Revenge of the Sixth.
Technically,
We
you're
are
still in the window.
We are Zwickling it.
Yeah.
We're wit Zwickling.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Well, that could be the name. Witzwickle.
Zwizzicle. That I don't know if that inspires.
No?
No.
Okay.
It's fun for us to say.
We'll work on it.
Jake's going, these fucking guys. I swear to God.
We're doing a whole segment on
If he
this.
says one more fucking name.
No, this is better than me asking Ryan for a beer name. So
Yeah.
Well, and that's tough too because it's always whenever I thought about naming like cider when I did it, I didn't necessarily want to go with the ingredients in it. I wanted to go with what did it invoke when you
Sort of
drink it?
Sort of like your child's name.
Yeah, absolutely.
There we go.
Not necessarily, but sure. If you knew the story behind my child's name, you probably wouldn't have said that. But
I
that's
know.
it. Anyway, but I always
trying to
what does it invoke?
Redirect you.
And unfortunately, all the cider names were just the names of the goddamn flavors in the cider, and we never actually named them, which was one of my least favorite parts of making that process. But all the time, like when I did the honey lavender cider, and I ended up having it at my wedding, I was like, oh, this definitely feels like not just summer, but it feels like in the fields with the lavender. It feels like the bees sucking it felt like a summer. So I tried.
But it's still kind of like sweater weather. You know what? You could, if you're a Weezer fan, you could call it "Don't Destroy My Switter." Is that too much of a reach?
To be fair, none of their beers have the names of the type of beer that they are, other than maybe the Helles, but not
Okay.
really. Not really.
Okay.
I don't think they're naming the beers for the type of the beers.
Ah, gotcha.
Other than the haze, which, by the way, is the collab beer, and that wasn't up to them.
You could always do something random like carpet weed or shaggy gruff.
Yeah, I'm not. We're making it harder for him now.
I know.
No, I'm gonna
a whole other way now.
I'm gonna write down all these names.
All the shit.
You know,
he's gonna start throwing it at dartboards.
No bad ideas.
Again, kudos to that. Guys, look forward to that new wit beer coming out on this Friday. Both locations?
Both locations.
Fantastic.
Both locations.
So here in Portland off Flint and in Beavertron. Guys, if you haven't been to Lazy Days and just gotten your beer on, they have a really cool outdoor space. They have a great kitchen. It's going to be 85 this fucking weekend. This is the time to come down.
You gotta go.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
Plus, all summer long is a great time. And seeing as how they've only been open for just a handful of months, pretty much, if you haven't done yourself the justice of coming down and having some of their beer, it is pretty fantastic. And you can still get Ex Novo if you're missing them.
It's true. Yeah.
You guys are still doing some Ex Novo beers.
Doing a little bit, yeah. Yep. So I think there should be a batch of Elliott coming up here soon. So if you're an Elliott fan, there should be some fresh beer.
That's 2 locations, guys, beer fans, that you can come down and just have a lazy day.
Do it. It sounds like something you would do.
Yeah. Why not?
How long has that guy been out there? 4 hours. Well, he's just having a lazy day.
I'm having a lazy day.
That's Damian DeBiser from the Brew Happy Show.
What?
You're welcome. If you show Star Wars, he'll stay longer.
That's true.
Oh, all right.
That's true.
I know a guy.
Yeah. You put a 2-hour movie on the television, I'm in it.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Sure, would you like another beer? No, I need a cot.
I got to see how this ends.
There you go. I think that's it, though.
Yeah.
We can go.
Okay.
We can be done.
Well, beer fans, I think that's been a show.
We'll do Scotch next week.
Oh, we'll do Scotch next week. Okay. Jake, you're missing out on Scotch time. But
that's too bad.
I think we're good with the beers. You brought us some really great beers. I really appreciate the tasting and the information and the knowledge.
Absolutely, anytime.
Thanks for joining us this week at Lazy Days Brewing.
There it is.
Where you can get your Lazy Days on any day of the week, really, at 2 different locations. And as always, beer fans, I don't just like you, I love you, and I want to have a beer with you right here at Lazy Days. Until next week, keep brewing, but brew happy. Cheers.
This production is brought to you by Brew Happy Media, the ultimate brewers media resource. For more information, go to thebrewhappyshow.com and brewhappypodcast.com. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube at Brew Happy. For more cigar pairings, please check out our sponsor, paulcigars.net. Questions, concerns, advertising, or guest relations, please reach us at brewhappypdx@gmail.com. Remember, brew happy, drink responsibly. Cheers.